Just supposed to be all about me, but me is a really broad topic. I could stand up here for 5 minutes telling you all the flaws with my 8th grade class president campaign, or maybe I could stand up here with a big old chart up on this projector of my face wrapped around a globe and give you the grid coordinates for each of my freckles. I decided that those are kind of not rational options. So instead, I'm going with what drives me forward and what makes Knob Cariello the person that he is today. A couple weeks ago, we had a competition, a preliminary, for table topics. And I kind of talked myself to a point towards the end of my table topic that really stuck with me. And this was that the world would be different without me, because I would not have been here to pass on everything that I've learned from the people I look up to the people that I've been mentoring. And I truly believe that this is what has driven me through my entire life, even as a child. When I was a kid, like a very small baby, if you put me in a corner or against a wall, facing the wall, and I couldn't see people, that's the only time you'd find me crying. If I was looking at people, I would be a completely happy little boy just staring at people, watching them go. This carried on to my young toddler years as well, where I would just follow my parents, my grandparents, my sisters, and my cousins around all day long, just trying to understand what they were doing. In elementary school, I was actually seated in the back of the class all 5 years. Now, this wasn't because I would misbehave. This is the exact opposite. I would not be able to focus on my work because I'd just be turning around all the time to see what my classmates were doing. So my teachers put me in the back of the class so I could do my work and see my classmates at the same time. I have a different way of doing this now. If you come into my room over in 1st Battalion and look on my desk shelf, there's a row of books about the length of my arm, all about human behavior and different leadership techniques and how to interact well with others. And that's just how my brain works best. When I got to the age where I could start joining programs like Boy Scouts, and I got to go to some leadership trainings and take up some positions, I just got to say I was ecstatic at that point. When I got my first leadership position in my Boy Scout troop, I was on top of the world. And this wasn't because every day was great and I was some, great stand-up guy that always did things right. A lot of times I'd make really awkward mistakes in front of the people I was supposed to be leading that are extremely embarrassing. And I still do that to this day. But I still love it. And that's because I just like to know that I have an influence on people's lives. And the easiest way to do that is to directly mentor them, help them, train them. As I got into some higher positions in Boy Scouts, Sea Cadets, and Student Council, I still went along with that mentality. And my main goal was just to get those people that I was put in charge of or just on the team with, to get them to become leaders and grow as better people. And that puts a smile on my face. When I found out I was coming down here to Charleston, South Carolina from my little old town up in New Hampshire, I was a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. But not just because I'm going far away from home, but I was nervous that I'm starting from scratch up here. And in a way, it's hard to word this, but in a way, it scared me that I was going to be taken out of all these different positions and starting from scratch, because I felt like I was going to get some magical hindsight that would show me all the mistakes I'd made over the years, and I would suddenly know how to fix them all and regret every decision I've ever made. But that never happened. Instead, I'm very happy with the way I left things up in New Hampshire. And I'm very happy that I was able to close that chapter of my life in the way I did. And moving down here, I have basically no responsibilities other than myself. I don't have to manage anyone else's time. I don't have to plan any meetings or, attend any meetings other than Toastmasters. I don't have to send out emails all day long. I don't have to put together a training schedule for some of my people. Now I just focus on myself and I get to work here. And I'm opening the second chapter of my life. I feel very prepared that in the next 4 years, I'm going to graduate as a civil engineer with my band of gold and have been a pretty damn good secretary of this club. Thank you.